Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel, and we're doing another first impressions video.
This week today it is Mad Max.
Mad Max. No relation to the film though.
No relation to the film.
That we know of.
We're very excited about this. Again, our format is we're taking 10 to 15 minutes of gameplay. We're just gonna play, we're gonna see what we like about it, and then we're gonna tell you if we would suggest it and recommend it to you.
Yep.
There's a
It
trigger.
fires peanuts.
And here we are. We are in
Some
game.
gameplay.
Boom shakalaka. That was a crazy.
That was a pretty-
It was a crazy
opening.
cutscene. I don't know if we're gonna show it to you guys or
Yeah,
not, but
we
if you guys
probably-
just saw it,
Prevent spoilers.
yeah.
It's also-
If you guys saw it, it was awesome. If not, watch it.
Yeah.
later.
Yeah,
So you buy
check
the
it out.
game. Or not.
That sets it up for sure.
And how does the movement feel?
Feels very, very traditional.
Excellent.
Very smooth. There's a cool weight to. There's a cool weight to him.
Nice. That's important, I think, for something
So
like this.
you're very low on health.
Very
you
low
have
on
no
health.
ammo, and I
gotta
don't think you have
find
any water. Find water. There you go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head here.
Hey, the
looks
dog.
Looks like Puppy found some
Mr.
water.
Doggy.
Just
Max
starts lapping
found
it up.
some water.
X to fill canteen. Okay, it looks like water is a
be
resource
important.
we want to
I believe
keep
it's what
hold
heals
of.
you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Drink from the canteen.
Drink is
Hold
gonna be
up.
hold up.
Interesting.
Looks pretty good.
Ooh.
Yeah, it looks real good.
Look at that neck.
Is this? I mean, it's an interesting design, right? It's a sand world.
Right, yeah. It's like
Find the
a sand
dog.
world.
Find the dog. Dog, where are you?
Dog.
Well, I mean, I guess, anybody who's a fan of Mad Max, who also likes gaming, this is...
Oh, okay. Here's a dude.
I mean, this is as good as it gets.
He's not a southpaw, that's for sure.
All right, go find wire for Chum's buggy.
Chum's buggy bumpers.
Mr.
All right,
Buggy's
I'm trying to
bumpers.
find a sprint button. No, there we go.
There we go. Right.
R2.
R2. Oh, nice.
Wow, look at that
nice.
sprint animation. He really digs into
Yeah.
it.
Oh, there's really some weight to it, which is
He must be so hot and thirsty just all the time.
Yeah, God, I can't imagine. My nightmare is being stuck in like a world where I'm just hot all the time.
Mad Nathan
Yeah.
Drake.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
here we
Earth.
go.
We got Dead Man.
Collect loot. 2 shotgun shells. Dank.
Ammo. No wire.
So, I believe just like with everything in this game, you can upgrade everything. So I think you start with 1 shell
You gotta climb the...
in your gun now.
Yeah, there you go.
And then it's just
but-
X.
Mhm.
Interesting. X to hold. Very, 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 very streamlined
Is it?
movement. Yeah.
No, it looks
You gonna
very
fight,
smooth.
fight this
very
dog?
nice.
Yeah, here we go.
War pup.
Aim and fire.
Use the shotgun to kill.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that works too.
Whoa! Okay, that was last second. I'm
That was
not
easy.
sure that's not what I was supposed to do, but it felt good.
It worked.
All right, well,
Got the
let's
job
pop
done.
around here.
Yeah, looks like you have a couple more boys up ahead.
I don't have any more shotgun rounds, though.
That's fine. You can probably punch them.
I just, I have a feeling that, at least for me, the appeal of playing this game is just going to be driving around in my dope car in the desert.
I have a car
Yeah.
in GTA that literally... Wow, well, that happened.
Oh, there you go.
Use X square strike, triangle to
Parry.
parry.
Okay.
This is
Yep.
very much Batman.
Batman, Shadow of Mordor.
Shadow of Mordor.
You got that
Where
classic.
we in for this?
Counter-based combat.
Probably with timed combos.
There you go. And you're immediately better at dodging than all of the people who were playing it before the reviews. Just
Well, I mean-
every single Let's Play of it on like IGN or at PAX, they just couldn't counter.
They
for
don't
the life
remember
of
the
them.
counters like we've been doing this for years.
It's like there's a triangle over his
Hold
head.
square.
Press triangle.
Oh,
nice,
You just
dude.
murdered
Okay,
that
that's
guy.
interesting. So you hold it to give it some more
Give
weight.
it some oomph. Yeah.
Now here, I'm gonna hold it. This guy. Oh, damn, I
Oh,
messed that one.
nice. Oh, but you caught his leg.
I'm gonna try and really just pop. it.
Nice.
Yeah.
The combat looks very fluid. Does it feel good?
These guys know how to do this. It's for yous who don't know. These are the guys who did Batman, who did Shadow of Mordor. They are in for this kind of
Yeah.
combat.
That's the Warner Brothers third-person open world kind of.
Location info. Hold left. Okay. Oh, it gives you a little bit of info about what's little maybe collectibles and stuff.
Nice.
I think. Should I go the way I came or go this route here?
Return the wire to Chum.
Should I go from where I came from?
Yeah.
Check out. There's a.
Well, I'm sure
like,
there's a lot
on
of
top,
collectible stuff.
behind you. There
Oh.
it is. See, there's a little gear on top of that thing.
It's interesting.
There you go. Yeah, take a look at that.
What I've been reading
that
about
sounds
this game so far is that people are criticizing the
on the other
streamlined
side, there was a way to get up on the far side.
combat
Oh.
system. But
Okay,
it doesn't
this
make
is-
sense because
was
it's
there over here?
exactly the same as.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
interesting.
You gotta use the
Okay.
bumpers to climb up.
So this is not something I'm the greatest fan of. I will say right
just
now.
climbing
walls
certain
and
things to
Yeah,
climb
there's
up.
like
and
having to
stuff.
climb off these yellow markers. It breaks immersion for me, but it's if you're not hurt by it, it's fine.
Yeah, if you just want to have a good time.
2
it's
scrap.
All right, I'll head back over to
Fierce.
Woo.
There you go.
oh boy.
Over to my boy.
And apparently, I was also reading that the combat system is very simple at the beginning, but you upgrade everything as it goes along.
Yeah,
It gets
kind
more
of adds some
complicated
stuff
the
in.
more you upgrade it.
Classic. Yep.
I was watching people stream, and there seemed to be a lot of possibilities for car combat that goes into the physical hand-to-hand combat, which seems like it'll be an interesting way to approach.
Just like Batman, he shoots up out of his magnum opus. And
You got a man over there.
Yeah, a big.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's just watching. Wait.
Wait, come back.
Come back.
Do you have
You're
food?
not ready. All right. Do you have food? Do you have any water on you?
Yeah.
I'm
Look at that nice little
real thirsty.
blinding
I'm
light.
telling you,
sweating
they
watching
certainly.
this.
Yeah, I was just about to say they make it
It feels
look hot
yeah.
as hell.
Yes.
I can't wait for Max to never say anything.
Yeah.
And just,
No,
Well,
he
he's
fixed-
already had
fixed
more
my
lines in
dog.
this game than Tom Hattie had in the movie.
Tom Hattie had in the movies.
Tom Hattie hard in the movies.
My buddy's
Yeah.
just over here.
We should have done this entire person with just
Max, that's my name.
My name is Max. I love this dog.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for dog
If
companions.
this dog
in video
dies, I'm
games.
never playing this game.
Dog Companions the musical.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
we
is
gotta
this our
see
baby?
some car
It
combat.
would seem this might be your first bug dog.
All right, here we go. Let me put down
Easy
my
dog.
baby.
Put Fido in the back.
look at
That
his
is.
little
Oh,
place.
he's got a little house.
Oh my
look at him in
god.
there. That's adorable.
That's the
That
happiest
is-
dog.
That I'll take.
Chum
that.
Bucket better let you
Triangle
drive.
to
Yeah, you're
enter.
like, get out.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go.
Accelerate, steer, brake, reverse. All right, let's see if Rocket League taught me anything.
Yeah, word.
Exactly.
How's it feel, homie?
Feels good. It feels not very
Uh-oh.
responsive. So turning
Oh,
happens,
interesting.
which I guess is on purpose. You
Yeah,
want to
it-
feel like these things are not great machines.
I mean, look at
And
this.
you're
This
driving
is
just
made
in
out of
sand and
scrap,
rocks,
you know?
so-
yeah. So like
exactly.
turning. See, I'm turning now, and it takes a while for it to turn.
to sort of
But
register.
yeah.
That would make sense because of all the gameplay I've seen of it so far, it was people seem to be crashing into things constantly, and maybe that's why. Is because
Yeah.
well, it certainly isn't harder to drive than Drive Club. I can tell you that for sure.
Yeah,
What are you
exactly.
talking about, Drive?
Drive Club?
We can see the camp from there without risk of detection.
Ooh,
Wondering if there's like a stealth section we're gonna go through now.
nice.
Follow Chum.
Mel Gibson had long hair. He didn't have any beards though.
Yeah.
No
He
beards.
didn't have any beards.
Not a single beard.
Singular beard.
Nice.
Macalos.
Macol.
Do we want to continue through this next section?
I want to see how it turns out.
I'm
to be
curious.
honest. I want to see
Yeah.
how
I have
an
a
actual
feeling this next
gameplay
chunk-
mission plays. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this mission. We might not complete it, but let's get
Yeah,
it.
let's
New
absolutely.
bio binoculars. Binoculars were first invented in.
Option pause menu.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like we're good. That's all fine.
Nice.
Let's get into this.
We'll skip through those cutscenes.
Why would you
just
let
so we
Chum
get straight-
drive? No way.
Yeah, Chum, scooch over, boy.
Oh, I got a sneeze coming.
Oh, he goes
Oh, okay,
in.
so it looks like you
Excuse
can.
me.
We have the option now to continue on with the story or branch out into the open world.
Interesting.
We're not being
Ooh.
forced to do
Immediate opening up. That's
this.
nice.
Yeah.
That is Groovy Tuesday.
So that is interesting. So right now,
You gotta get some water, homie.
The
I
bottom doesn't get any
do.
lower than
But
this.
for now, I'll
Super
say
below
let's
sea.
just
Uh-oh.
crash into.
Yeah, bingo.
you.
There you go.
Bingo bongo.
Yeah, word.
So we just
Nice.
Chumbucket gave us this car. It was a little bit of a cutscene, and now we have this car which is
Yeah.
our magnum opus. Now
The Magnum
It is
Opus.
just bare bones.
this is a bare bone. This is our
Nothing
baby
on
though.
it. Nothing
And we're
on it.
off on the road to
I will say
adventure.
actually now that I'm having fun, like driving is actually really fun. This is
Yeah,
our map.
word. It's all about driving.
Apparently,
This
the world is very big.
Map was
Yeah, that's
Oh, wow, that's actually
huge.
Giant.
quite large.
Gas Town.
God,
Gas
Lord,
Town.
it's massive.
And apparently, from I don't know if it's true, this is what they were saying. Apparently, you can drive off in just any direction, and the game will
Just continue.
It just
to
keeps
generate.
rendering. Yeah.
Eventually, you'll starve to death, but
Yes.
or
This
die.
is fun.
That's my immersion right there.
I like how this driving
Yeah, this
feels.
Try
looks fun.
taking it off one of those things. Go for a jump.
All right, let's see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if
Here
I,
we
I don't know
go.
if I can got it. I don't know if I. Oh no! Might not have been
That
smart.
was a mistake.
There was the explosion.
Sorry about that.
Something explosion.
Well, you know, you only
Explosions.
live
Explosions.
by trying new things. It's true.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
What? Oh, that's part of the thing.
Okay. We are low on
Blessings of
fuel.
gasoline.
Gasoline.
We need to guz some guz.
Gasoline.
I wish I could just ramp up there.
Driving to the graveyard.
Here we go.
Yeah, I think that's such a cool mechanic that
I
you have
agree.
to get gasoline.
Find fuel. All right. I'll just go right here.
So
I
in
guess.
theory, you could get stuck somewhere
Yeah,
Without
that's
a
true.
and
car.
you just got to go find
Yeah,
make
it.
sure you
theoretically,
have
yeah.
some
Cool.
gasoline.
Normally, in a game that wasn't about this, I would find that
It'd be
frustrating.
can you imagine if in GTA your car just always ran out?
Exactly.
Oh my God.
But for this, I mean, that's an integral part of the world and everything. I think
that's
cool.
the immersion of it.
Okay,
Get a bunch
collecting
of scrap.
some scraps.
I think you can upgrade everything with scrap.
Gotta get those
that's
scraps.
Empty. Oh,
Empty. Uh-oh.
hurts.
Yeah,
Hurts.
that does hurt. Nice.
Hey.
Okay, so that's interesting. So you
Occasional
really get a
there,
sense
there are
of...
little camps that you...
little camps, hubs, and stuff where you find things.
Okay, looted that puppy.
With anything of use, yeah.
So what I like about this, starting with the bare bones car, is that you know your car will feel unique and it'll feel like a character, which is the
for
point.
sure, because you build it up out of time.
I cannot move.
Perfect.
Okay, here we go.
There we go.
Here it comes. Watch
Let's
out.
pop
These
these.
are new
Kill
type
these
of
bad
enemy.
boys.
Watch out. They got blades on their hands, or what that guy
Ooh.
does.
Nice. Ants.
Hit
There
it
we
up,
go.
baby. Ooh,
That's a
nice.
hard
Just
hit.
broke his face. Nice, dude. I don't
Okay, so it's not as much range
Yeah,
as
he
in Shadow of
doesn't-
Mordor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
and
used to
in,
that
in
still.
Batman, you
just
fly 20 feet over and hit a guy. This
I
seems
kind
a
of
little
like
more
what I'm seeing of the
realistic.
combat so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah,
too.
it feels it
More
doesn't feel too
grounded?
unrealistic. Like
Right.
obviously
Really
in Shadow
heavy,
of Mordor,
right? Yeah.
in Batman's doing things that are just
Yeah,
obscene.
Batman's a superhero. Talion in Shadow of Mordor is like a ghost elf
Yes.
man. So
Full can, boy.
hey, and this you're just a dude.
Okay,
you know.
so what do I do? I have to go to the
you
back.
go to and you pour it in. There you go. Refuel.
Refuel.
Fill her
I
up.
think it's the same as the water, where it says how much from the
Yeah.
can goes
Yeah,
in.
for sure.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I
Okay.
think this is really cool.
Yeah,
I like this premise.
this is definitely selling me. Bingo. Boop.
Combat feels good, guys. Combat
Does
feels
it?
good.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
combat feels
That's
real
great.
good.
I was afraid it was going to be just like very clunky.
Let's bring an
and-
extra for refueling or blowing something up. See if there's another tank.
Oh.
An
there.
extra, you think?
The
Oh,
Yeah,
there
yeah,
is an
yeah.
extra.
Yep, bingo.
Nice.
Max,
That's
you missed
what
that one
Store a
for
fuel
some
can in your
Driving
menu.
on the right side of the car. Ugh. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Oh, this is Australia.
It is.
Yes.
Does it take
all
place
the
in
Mad
Australia?
Maxes are
Whoops,
set.
whoops.
That's not good. Throw it.
Well, you killed an animal.
Road killer? What? You murdered Chumbucket. Achievement unlocked.
Okay, well that just happened.
Nice.
I think, guys, that's actually a good place to. And I don't know why I pressed square when I was clearly. This is okay. This is actually a little bit of an issue. Moving and navigating your character
Yes.
precisely.
There's a little bit of heaviness to it. Yeah.
And Ignite is the same button as...
Well, no, it just doesn't turn well.
Let's make haste.
Other than that, I say we end it here.
Yeah, let's talk
Yeah,
about
good
this
idea.
I feel,
bad baby.
yeah,
For sure.
sweet.
What did you think, Ant?
Well, okay, so playing it, the gameplay very heavy, very weighty, which is good. Very
Did
much
it feel
Arkham.
weighty, as in like, oh, they're doing it to like really capture the realism and authenticity of this world,
Yeah.
or did it feel clunky?
You know what? It erred to me on the side of clunky. It goes to show, like at the end when I was trying to get that barrel into the car, he just wouldn't turn right because you turn him and he would just.
Yeah,
it
he kept
felt like he was-
jerking back and forth.
Like,
That's
very very clunky.
That's a problem that comes up in a lot of third-person open-world titles like that. There was a big issue in The Witcher 3 that they actually patched in an alternate movement mode because you have the sort of the slow turning, which adds to the
Right.
realism and the animation and the weight to it.
But then when you try
at
to
the
put
same
in a
time-
precise
Exactly.
kind of like, I
Yeah.
need to be here
You're like,
right now.
At the same time, it's a game, and you have stuff you have to
Right,
carry
when you
out.
have
That's
15
hard to,
characters around you that are all swinging at you, and you're like, oh, I have to hit that one right
one,
this
yeah.
second.
Yeah.
You end up
And it's
hitting
hard
one
to turn.
behind you.
It's a balance.
The
Yeah.
driving as well, like the driving felt good, but it felt like also that the physics of how the cars were moving, like they would not fall on their sides, right? They would always get back on their legs, get back on the wheels, and that's cool. And I understand why you do that from a gameplay perspective, but personally, I value realism in games. I really
Right.
value when
Yeah.
the physics feel right. So
Your
if
immersion.
a car is being launched and then
Right,
suddenly
right,
just
right.
bounces back,
It's like it has magnets on
it
its
can be a little
wheels that
weird,
put
yeah.
it right back on the...
weird to me.
It was GTA-ish a bit, the way the cars land.
You know, well,
say,
in
or-
GTA they don't do that. The cars will land on their back and then they'll flip.
Okay,
right.
yeah,
so
the cars
in
land
this, it
wherever.
just didn't even feel like the car could
didn't
land
flip.
on
No.
its...
Yeah,
Oh,
it
no,
didn't
I
feel like
see.
it was capable of
No,
doing
no,
it,
no.
I guess.
But again, and that's gameplay. I mean, what do you guys think about the design?
I really like the design aspect of it. I really like the art style and the sort of the post-apocalyptic world that they've
Right, right,
created.
And again, like Mad Max Fury Road was one of my favorite films I've seen
Ridiculous.
in years.
Yeah, really good.
Ridiculous.
I would say right now it is one of my favorites.
I respect them very much for trying to take an IP like that and to turn it into something like this. I don't know if it would have worked in any other kind of form of game than an open world kind of thing.
I wasn't the one playing it, Ant. You were the one playing it. Could you see it getting repetitive, what you were doing?
Yes, and I'll tell you why. If I had never played this kind of combat system before, I wouldn't say so. But I've played Batman.
Right.
Yeah,
I've played 3 Batman.
Mordor, Batman. They
I've
just
played
do it so well. They're like,
and the thing is, like, I played Batman, and that feels like it's a heightened version of a human. I've played Shadow of Mordor, which you have a sword, you're moving around really smoothly. It feels so good. The sound effects are so good. Now to go back to something that is so human,
very grounded.
that he his range is not the same that you're expecting.
Right, it's not. You
And,
don't
like,
fly across the screen.
I understand that, and again, as someone who does love realism, that feels good. But to take that step back almost to where Batman might have started.
Yeah,
when the
it's
first
hard
one came
to
out,
it's hard to reckon with.
It's really strange. I'm not sure I would enjoy playing this game for longer than 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
So would you dive back into it right now to see what
I would not.
Really?
I would not. I honestly feel like playing Shadow of Mordor, where I can jump around and be a crazy dude.
Right.
I would not.
I'm very interested. I'm actually planning now on getting it for the PC because there's a sale going right now, and I would be very interested in seeing. I've heard the performance is very good, and I want to see how it performs at 60 frames per second, and really pushing the. Because the art style is great, and I want to see more of the art.
Yeah, the desert looks great.
The writing is amazing. The world, the way that the things are named.
It's Mad Max.
I dig that for the artistic sort of.
For that, I do like it.
I would get it for the gameplay. It looks, okay, and I dig that kind of gameplay, but I would want to sort of experience
it's the same sort of, you run from outpost to outpost, you collect scrap, you clear an outpost, you run to the next outpost, you drive. I think that's what the game is.
Mike, would you get this game, and would you play it?
I am a Mad Max fan. I think we all are.
Yes, absolutely.
I like open world games. I like the desert. I like driving.
I like the desert.
I probably would. I would like to play it myself just to see what it feels like. A lot of the issues that I think you were just having in it, Antonius, I was a little worried about with the initial gameplay that I saw when it was released. But I'd like to, get a hands-on feel for it myself. I'd probably play it.
Okay.
Yeah.
My thought is that, like, if you've played Batman and you love those, and if you've played Shadow of Mordor, and if you can't get enough, then I would say give this a shot. If you feel like that's
a little
done
tired
for you,
of that sort of stuff,
then I would say skip this one,
or wait until it's on sale,
or wait till Shadow of Mordor 2, if that happens. Yeah. All right.
Italians
I think they made a big mistake also releasing it the same day as Metal Gear.
That's
I don't know what they were thinking with that.
Speaking of which, guys, let's get into that.
Yeah, boom.
Yeah.
And we will see you next time on Paperbot.
Thanks for watching.
Totem. Okay, so that's the interesting thing, is that the totems are like, pay attention to them because they can let you know maybe you shouldn't do this, or you might die this way. So.
Yeah,
But what would have happened? I feel like that guy would have just killed them. This is amazing. Can we build our
into the
boat on
mountain?
top?
Yeah, we certainly could.
Definitely should use that as a cave to mine.
How long?
Yeah,
Looks like a